Welcome back, everybody. We're back together here with another video, and we got some interesting news here. Now, you remember Will Smith at the Oscars a few years ago going up on stage and slapping Chris Rock because Chris Rock made a joke about Jada. Said, G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it, because she actually had a bald head. Remember G.I. Jane with Demi Moore back in the 90s. Will Smith was initially laughing at that, but then all of a sudden, he got upset. He walked on stage and slapped Chris Rock, and that was the talk of the Oscars right there. Mm-hmm. Will Smith got banned, I believe, for 10 years from the Oscars, if I'm not mistaken. And his career since then really has kind of fallen off. I believe he's trying to make a little bit of a comeback here. But at that time, everybody was thinking that him and Jada was still together. Apparently, they're not together. And they haven't been together in a very, very long time. So we're going to be diving into that in this video today. But if you guys would like to support us, become a channel member, hit that join button. We already have a member video up on the channel right now. More member videos also coming. And if you would like to support us as well, drop a super thanks here on this video. So this is pretty shocking right here. Look at this. Jada Pinkett-Smith shares she and Will Smith have been separated since 2016. I did not know this because there was some controversy because she had a relationship with a much younger guy, like in his 20s or something like that. And she's 51, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it was actually the friend of her son. Weird. What do you make of that? Have you heard about that?
Not really. No.
Yeah. She had her own side piece relationship. Mm-hmm. And this is why she was still with Will Smith. But then we find out now that they weren't even together. And they're still not together now. Their marriage is over with, but they're still married, but they live in separate houses. And they have been for 7 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, so Will Smith looks, she's making Will Smith look like a fool. Listen to this clip.
There are so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
right,
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
Did she did mention in the past about the open relationship or something like that?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. And she did, like I said, sleep with a younger guy, but I'm wondering...
She slept with a younger guy?
Yeah, much younger guy. Like I said, like I just told you, I don't know if you heard or not, but I think it was her son's friend.
No, I didn't know that, but I heard something about her open relationship.
Yeah, open relationship, yeah. Some weird stuff, man. Jada Pinkett, man, something ain't right. And Will Smith, man, I believe that she has destroyed Will Smith. Will Smith, man, has lost his man card. And he knew at the time, a couple of years ago, that he wasn't even with Jada Pinkett-Smith anymore. So what made him just snap at the Oscars and walk up there and slap Chris Rock when he said, keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth? While your wife is actually around, probably sleeping around with other people too as well at that time, since you guys weren't even together anymore. They didn't come out publicly and say that until now. She actually has a book coming out.
So what about their kids?
The kids are older. And I do remember where there's a clip of Jada and Will at a table talking about this open relationship, which is weird. It is weird.
I don't think it will work. Open relationship while married to.
Yeah, but they
While
weren't
they're
even,
married.
they're not even really together. They
But-
just won't get divorced.
Well, why don't get divorced if rather than like having a open relationship while they are still married?
Yeah,
Is that kind of
that's wrong, man. It's wrong.
is that kind of called cheating?
Yeah, I heard a rumor though that I think another video said that Chris Rock knew that Will and Jada weren't together anymore, and that he asked her out, but Will Smith didn't like that, so he snapped. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what the rumor is, though. Like he just completely snapped. He lost it. Now Will Smith is getting embarrassed even more now by Jada when she drops this bombshell. Yeah, we ain't been together forever. It seems like Will is kind of salty about this whole thing. His house is not in order. I mean, what a disgrace, man. I mean, all this stuff is public now. 7 years they've been living apart. And this is different from Arnold Schwarzenegger and his wife. Because, they split up like 10 years ago, but they just got divorced a couple of years ago. But everybody knew that they weren't together anymore because Arnold was, he was cheating on her with the housekeeper, and he had moved on anyway. This is different. They were still portraying themselves as being together when they weren't. It's pretty despicable, man.
Well, I'm just wondering what their kid thinks. I mean,
I don't know what their kids
I'm
think.
sure like they will know.
Well, their kids are kind of weird too. I mean, their son is out there modeling like these like male dresses and stuff. It's weird. Their daughter is kind of weird too. So their house is not in order.
I'm just saying that when mommy and daddy they have like a problem, like the kid, they can sense it.
Maybe they have. I mean, this just came out today, so I don't know what their kids actually think it is. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know like most kids, but in general, like everyone has been kids before.
Yeah.
That when parents they have something wrong, the kids can sense it, and
Maybe they did.
so.
But she's been on record. She said she didn't want to marry Will. That was actually on camera. It was a mother. I think it was a mother and her daughter were on there too. She did not want to get married. She said that. So why in the world was Will with her for so many years? This thing has been a train wreck.
So why they don't get divorced? They're not, they are separate for so long, and
apparently they're not going to get divorced.
yeah, and like she has open relationship, so that's pretty much said. They just pretty much divorced. It's just not on paper.
I'll tell you this, man. If I was single, which I'm not, I wouldn't go near Jada Pinkett-Smith because it seems like she would just ruin your life and embarrass you in public. All that stuff about, her sleeping with a much younger guy while she was married to Will, that's embarrassing.
Will it be better if they just get divorced and so it won't... if, Will Smith is dating another person and she is dating another person, it won't be a thing, since they are divorced.
Yeah.
But since they are married and have open relationship, how does that work?
Yeah, it doesn't work. Open relationships don't work.
It's like when people get married and then like the husband or the wife, like, slept with someone else, and like, let's say open relationship or something, which I never heard of it. Okay. But let's say in this situation, and I mean, how does that develop trust?
There is no trust.
I mean, there's always suspicious, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't believe that people in open relationships are going to stay married forever. I just don't believe that.
no, I don't.
I mean,
either.
there is no trust. I mean, you're openly cheating. Your partner knows it. That's just wrong.
Yeah,
man.
it just no. I mean, like in the marriage, like you should like trust the husband and wife,
Yeah.
and like even though there's like some financial problems, you
They're
get
rich.
frustrated. Well, yeah, they're rich. Okay, well, so they don't have financial problem.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that. I mean, like the husband and wife, they depend on each other. They are like one, right? They
Yeah.
should be like
Supposed to be.
support each other. And I'm just wondering, how does that open relationship during marriage? How does that? I mean, it doesn't.
I don't think that
I
was
don't
his
know
idea.
how to, not feel suspicious of the husband or wife like going out and meeting someone else and sleep around, and
Yeah.
it just, I thought like marriage, you just
Yeah.
um,
It definitely seems like that marriage is doomed. Just doomed. But I think that's going to wrap it up, guys. Let us know what you guys think about this. Jada Pinkett-Smith embarrassing Will Smith here. Man, Will Smith has no balls, it seems. None. That's going to wrap it up, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. Until then, be safe.
goodbye.